city downtown. And BCT Park is a place where we have developed since 2014 a series of research projects focusing on nanotechnology and natural products. But BCT Park has been a place where we have done metabolomics. Yes, initially metabolomics in an academic sense, but in more recent years, we have used this functional genomics approach to address bionanotechnological solutions and entrepreneurship. And how do we have done this? Well, firstly, it's important to mention that BCT Park has been taught as a suitable environment for research, development, and innovation projects. But not research development projects. Eventually, innovation occurs in industry, in my opinion. But all the projects that we have carried out in that place, they have been coupled to demands of the private and public companies here and in Brazil. In this sense, in BCT Park, we have fostered entrepreneurship initiatives. We focus on three areas. In nanobiotechnology is the first one. In food science and technology, the second one. And the third one is on metabolomics and bioinformatics. In this talk, today I will show you some examples of entrepreneurship initiatives in nanobiotechnology, the first one, and the second one will be on food science and technology. The first example in nanobiotechnology is a spin-off company that was launched in 2014, and its name is Nanoscoping. As the name indicates, it's a nanotech company. How Nanoscoping was born? Nanoscoping was born in BCT Park, and it was funded by two former PhD postdoc students, Beatriz Veleirinho. Beatriz has a background in chemistry and biochemistry, a PhD in chemistry, and she also has three postdocs in pharmacology, biotechnology, and bioscience, and the later one was on agroecosystem. And Leticia Mazarino Leticia has a background in pharmacy and a PhD as well in pharmacy, and two postdocs in biotechnology and bioscience, and also in pharmacy. As one can see, the founders have a very, very solid background in hard science, let's say. As I mentioned before, Nanoscoping was founded in 2014. In this timeline, we can see that in 2017, therefore 3 years later, the company set up its production plant, and at the same year, it also launched in the market his first line of products dedicated to the veterinary area, the NanoVet products. Some years later, in 2020, she launched its second product line, the NanoCarrying line. NanoCarrying line, it's composed for a series of cosmetic products with certification. At the same year, in 2020, Nanoscoping also launched sorry, its nano agro line, basically two products for dedicated to the agriculture sector, and sorry, and more recently, nanoscoping start the international distribution of its products with a series of partnerships abroad. The company has a multidisciplinary team with over 17 collaborators. As the picture shows, one can see that most of them are very, very young collaborators, and among them we have three PhDs. So this is to say that it's a very young company, but with a very solid group of collaborators in terms of backgrounds. Since 2014, the company has achieved a series of certifications in terms of quality, sustainability, and innovation. What has been very, very important in terms of markets and market position. The company has developed technologies mostly to supply high performance active ingredients to the industry. In all the technologies takes into account the use of biocompatible and biodegradable ingredients. No organic solvents are used in the production lines, and the products, in the cosmetic products, they are all tested, but they are not tested on animals. So this is to show you that the technologies that has been developed by scoping, they have, let's say, a green chemistry approach, and they also have eco-friendly approach. What it's thought to be very important in terms of the markets. The business model of the scoping is a B2B model, where the company manufactures and commercializes active ingredients, and also develop tailor-made projects in terms of research and development services for the industry, for the cosmetic, for the vet, and for the agro industries. Very quickly, the NanoVet line currently has 12 products in its portfolio. Most of them are natural product derivatives. The NanoAgro line has two products, and two products that have been more recently exported to European Union. The cosmetic line is the largest one with over 25 products. Nanocaring line is the brand new line that replaced the cosmetic line. And besides the products that I've shown you, as I've mentioned, the company also developed customized projects, on-demand projects in research and development projects for a series of big companies in Brazil and abroad. And some results over the last 5 years, the company has been granted with a series of financial supports, 6 awards, more recently 9 awards. Last week, the company was awarded with 3 prizes in the National Innovation Prize, a series of certifications, 5 patents, um, a large number of distributors in Brazil and also abroad, and an increasing number of customers. Sorry for this slide. I just want to show that the company is present in more than 30 countries. What has happened more recently, I mean, in the last 3 years. And here, for one in the audience that could be eventually interested, some contacts in LinkedIn and emails. This is about non-scoping. The second example that I want to show you and focus on entrepreneurship, but now in food science area, not in nanotechnology. It's our, let's say, baby startup company, BioEats or BioEats, if you prefer. What BioEats has done, BioEats has developed and more recently produced active by active ingredients dedicated to 2 areas: the dermatological, I mean the cosmetic area, and the nutraceutic area. BioEats has developed nowadays 2 products. One is based on active ingredients from a typical and native plant to Brazil, Paraguay, Argentina, and Uruguay, Ilex paraguayensis, also known as mate, yerba mate, and Morus nigra, blackberry. The product has also been developing according to green chemistry protocols, and the products have been made available to the customers according to the specific demands of these customers. So they are tailor-made products, and they have being developed and formulated following optimization product approach. And the team is a very young team, and we have Thais. Thais is the CEO of the BioEats. Thais currently is a PhD student, and Luana is an undergraduate pharmacist. And well, this guy, sometimes I try to help you somehow. And the roadmap of BioEats, as I said, is a very young company. It was founded in 2019. In 2020, she got a financial support from a regional agency that we have in Santa Catarina State, here in southern Brazil. And the company was effectively created in this year. And currently, what the company has done is prospecting customers, and we are just about to fill the patents covering the 2 products that I mentioned previously for the nutraceutical markets. Well, biotechnology and nanotechnology are not made alone. We have some partners in Brazil and abroad. And in Brazil, over the last 10 years, we have a strong partnership with Brazilian Bioscience National Laboratory, where we have developed the most of our metabolomics projects. Silico Life, it's a bioinformatic company It's a spin-off company from the main university in Braga, Portugal. Both institutions, the private and the public one, have been partners in a series of projects that we have developed over the last 10 years. Some public companies. Pagri is the state agency for research and extension service here in Santa Catarina state in southern Brazil. Non-scoping is our is one of our startups, but it continued a partner with us. And more recently, we have developed a series of projects and one brand new startup along with Universidade de Caxias do Sul. It's a university in Rio Grande do Sul state. Well, I would like to thank you, but Jose, I would like also to show you a video. Jose, please tell me, do we have available time for a video, a very short video? Okay, so let me try to upload it here. Oh. Can you see? Sorry, Seb. No, there is no audio, Seb, in the video. Okay, I want to thank you for your attention. I'm not sure if the questions will be right now.
Hi, doctor. A pleasure to me. Thank you very much, dear doctor. Congratulations on the presentation for your time. I have any questions. Uh, what are some specific applications where metabolics and bionanotechnology can collaborate to address health or nutrition and environment issue and create entrepreneurial opportunities?
Yeah, I'll try to answer your question, Melissa. I'll give you an example. Currently, we have a project with the aquaculture sector here, and we are using metabolomics to better characterize a series of products that these companies have recently launched in the market. Um, uh, among the metabolites that we have found, usually certain metabolites are more interesting regarding the objective of the products. The products are dedicated to crop productions, and so we have identified and measured some metabolites in these products. Uh, the products have been monitored over the seasons, and three approaches, three results have been found. The first one is that we have a quality control protocol. The second one is that monitoring some metabolites, we have been able to optimize the performance of products for some crops. And the later one is that metabolomics has given us some insights to develop new products from the farmers.
And the specific ecosystem marine ecosystem.
Yes, yeah, marine ecosystem. Florianopolis, it's an island, and we have a lot of sea farmers uh, that have cultured some microalgae seaweeds. And from these seaweeds in general sense have been the raw material the companies have used it. Initially, the business model was thought to extract some polysaccharides from this raw material, but the companies, let's say, discovery in a very interesting way that other products would have more added value in the market. They decide to change the focus, and nowadays they are not producing the polysaccharides they have previously talked to launch in the market some years ago. But it's of course from marine ecosystems. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, very interesting question, Jose. Again, using the same example, if you allow me, we have, for instance, we have the algae biomass. From this biomass, the companies have extracted product. So we have the residue. We have last month, to be exact, last month we have started to investigate this residue as a source of some kinds of alcohols, mostly bioethanol, because ethanol is a very important fuel for us in Brazil, but not only for ethanol production from the residue. Along with a partner in another university here in Brazil, we are also interested into check. Unfortunately, we don't have the results so far, If this biomass is a good biomass to produce by fermentative, by reactors and systems, some alcohols, more valuable alcohols, I mean alcohols that are of interest to the pharmacy industry. And finally, we have the residue of the residue. So we have the algae, we have the products that company have explored, the residue for alcohol fermentation, and from this fermentation industry, we also have a residue. And now we are investigating this second residue has a material for for building houses and other kinds of buildings, but unfortunately we also don't have results so far. Finally, we want to have residue, and mostly important, we have the carbon, not fixed carbon, but the carbon immobilized. What is very interesting in terms of carbon source and climate change. Anyway. Well, there are a lot of important points in this issue. So I think that all the, let's say, candidates to be entrepreneurship must have a very, very consistent, a very solid backgrounds, because it's a very competitive area. Everybody knows, and I've heard on my ex-students, for instance, Leticia and Beatriz, as I showed from nanoscoping. Sometimes they have showed, they have said that, well, if you got some money, you got some money easily when you have when the funding agencies clearly see that you have a good background in the area you are working on. So if you have a PhD, if you have a postdoc, this at the end does not bring us money directly, but it's a very important issue in my opinion. Besides that, for startup companies, I have usually said that the universities, they have a very, very important role in supporting the startup companies at the beginning of them. I mean biotech companies, because for obvious reason, in my opinion, usually biotech companies, startup companies, they don't have money, sometimes any money. And then you have to, of course, they need the lab support and the expertise support, and they can find this at universities. So when you go abroad and you know other universities in Europe and US and Asia, you see that that's true in different ways, but the university is always present, giving a certain support to these companies. And in our case here in Florianopolis, in my university, most of the companies that we have a very developed innovation ecosystem here. The ecosystem of my city, it has 40 years, so it's not so young. And the university, the Federal University, over these 40 years, has occupied a very, very strong and important position in supporting the new companies, the startup companies. And finally, as anywhere around money. It's very important to have funding agencies from public or private sector supporting these companies, because it's unthinkable, in my opinion, to make biotechnology without money, a lot of money, just in case.
I have any question? Dear doctor, what are the most significant changes faces by entrepreneurship looking to emerging metabolomics, nanotechnology, and biotechnology in their business ventures, and how can they overcome them?
Melissa, could you repeat the
What are the most significant changes
change?
in these scientific areas?
Well, over the last years, we have noticed a series of significant improvements and advances when we link metabolomics and let's say, biobusiness. Um, we have metabolomics has been applied to monitor, to check quality, food quality, beverage quality, and drug development, and for instance, and we are recently we have initiated a project to create a new startup in our research group, along with our colleagues in Portugal. It's a company that will focus on explore the huge set of metabolomics data that world has produced to gain insights, for instance, to select certain genotypes to apply them in the petroleum industry. So what we have, it's what we have seen. It's metabolomics already has a strong set of data, not necessarily in data banks, but we have a book of knowledge on metabolomics that, when correctly investigated and prospected, some sites can arise from this data, usually using bioinformatics tools that will help us to develop new products or to improve the current products, and even get some money at the end. I'm not sure if I could be able to answer your question, Melissa, because the line was a little bit broke.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you to Jens. Thank you to everyone. It was a pleasure. Be successful in continuing your event. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Professor.